Welcome to the second episode of Series 16, everyone. It has been an absolutely busy week for me, and silly me forgot to record this cold open until almost bedtime just last night, which happens to have been Mother's Day this year, which means it was a pretty busy family day. Speaking of, I hope all of the mothers out there listening right now had a wonderful day yesterday. You helped bring life into this world, and we are very thankful for all of the hard work that you put into the day-to-day life. It is such a remarkable and difficult job, as I am seeing firsthand every single day with my lovely wife. And I know that this day isn't always the greatest for everyone out there, so for those, I say thanks for being you. You are amazing, and we are grateful for you to be here with us as well. But since I need to rush and get this episode out the door, I will just leave it at that. So stay tuned for more Hearts of Wulin with Agatha Cheng, Lowell Francis, and guest co-host Adira Slattery. Let's get to it, shall we? Enjoy. In our last episode, we were in the middle of creating characters for Hearts of Wulin. Agatha was making a student wandering monk. Lowell was making a loyal official. Adira was making an aware master. And I was making an unorthodox prodigy. We'll pick up right where we left off from last time. Enjoy. Okay, for the elements, after we pick our style, our look and our name and all of that, it looks like we're picking elements. There's 3 different arrays that we select from?
Yeah. Yep.
And then we just populate.
Yeah, each of them should come out to a +3 total, but I've divided them in different ways. Cool. That's because I couldn't settle on one array as the universal one.
I like it, though. I think it gives people a lot of options for people who want to go all out and people who want to play it a little safer and so on.
Agatha, what's your style name?
I'm in the middle of typing.
I see you.
My style name is not important. What's important is my weapon.
What's your weapon?
Okay.
10-pointed page.
Hey!
Bells. Nice.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I went sledgehammer.
Oh, sweet.
Oof.
Oh, I'm so excited to describe my style and my weapon.
Oh, amazing. So I think before we get to entanglements, let's describe our characters a little bit of what we have so far.
Oh, shoot. I didn't pick any looks. Okay, go.
Okay. Who wants to start?
Well, I'll start. Since I'm just super excited because this is the second time I got to make up a PC myself. And the last time Agatha killed my brother. So
you're welcome.
Yeah. So my character is 7th century Zhu, and he, him for pronouns. And he is a loyal official. I don't think he's currently an official. I think he used to be. He was sort of an agent for the emperor and imperial households, looking into the disloyals amongst the Wulin clans, and he was betrayed in the course of that, and he has kind of returned to the factions, and he's trying to find his place within that. Strong, burning eyes. He still kind of wears formal clothing. Very tightly bound hair. He has a slight pallor to his skin that tells you that in the recent past he was deathly ill poisoned or badly injured, and he has only just recovered from that. He tries to hide that weakness. It's why he's not necessarily as fast as he might have once been. Instead, he focuses on that sort of caution and control. And he uses a long, like a good 1.5 foot iron brush. Both, it has a strong, it can hit, it can block. But also when he wants to particularly humiliate, he can dip it in the ink and then mark his opponent, if he wishes to. There are a couple of Shaw Brothers movies that have people fight with these, and it is wonderful, especially when they write something on the wall like loser, essentially, as they're fighting someone. So that's the character. The weapon is from the Limitless character brush, I think is what we're calling it at school, and it's an Earth style. And I took the moves for the official, and then I took one where I can pursue people. The Trail of the Everlasting Hero is a playbook move that allows me to like hunt people easily. And then, despite his sort of standoffish nature, I took the move that allows me to, when I do comfort and support for people, I get to create bonds that I burn immediately for +2 instead of +1. So I've kind of got that contradiction between him being sort of apart, but also being loyal to his friends and comrades.
Right.
So that's me.
Cool.
All right. It's funny because when you said brush, my first thought was hairbrush.
Oh,
and so I was like, how, okay, you're fighting with a hairbrush, and then you can style your hair, and after combat. No, I like the paintbrush a lot better.
Yeah. I've seen people fight with their hair in movies too, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess I can go next. My character is Black Petal.
Awesome.
Pronouns she, her. Her role is the Aware Master. Her looks are long flowing locks, stormy eyes, stern grin, and an intricately patterned outfit. Black Petal is a person who generally is a little standoffish. She's a little sort of prefers to be a little slower to act, much more wanting to take her time, gather everything together before like leaping into the world. She has her best stats in metal and wood. Her style is the Broken Mountain, which is associated with metal, which is control, calculation, and reflection. And her weapon is a big, massive sledgehammer that she uses effortlessly. It would be usually a little surprising for someone of her build to be picking up this massive hammer as just quickly as she does. But she does it. So the moves that I picked, I am super excited about because they're both super cool. The first one that I picked is called The Promise, which appears to let my character promise things to people so they don't die.
I love this move.
It's a great move.
Yeah. And if Black Petal fails the move, instead she just is haunted by the death, which just sounds like a blast. And then the other move that I picked was Storm Rider, which allows Black Petal once per scene to travel anywhere within line of sight. She moves like a blur. And I think that's just like a super cool thing that is just like a cool standard of the genre of just these like awesome movements that I'm just excited by.
What you said? You chose the intricately patterned outfit.
Mm-hmm.
What is the is it like Black Petals, or is it something else? What does that look like?
So the outfit is a series of geometric patterns layered on top of each other that looks like it might almost be sort of confusing and a little like fractal when you actually like try and look at it very closely. I'm thinking like long sleeves, a like long robe that just barely skims above the ground. Mm-hmm. And if you do really like get drawn in and look at the patterns and things like that, as you get really closer, you see looks like that it's stitched, and the little stitches, it's actually a whole bunch of little petals, almost like pointillism making this pattern.
Nice.
Very cool. I wanted to change one of my moves quick.
Okay.
Because...
Do you want me to... Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
All right. So my character is Xiang Hui, which I picked because it sounds like it would be one of those the names that temples, like it's a Buddhist kind of like title that they would give to I think in general all of the monks that are there, but I don't actually understand very fully what the tradition is. So if anyone knows, write in to Asians Represent. Tweet us at AZNS Represent, because I would like to know, and I don't mind being wrong if I am. Please correct me. But anyway, so I picked Xiang Hui, which is kind of like Xiang is like a good, so like auspicious light. I suppose would be the direct translation. And how do I look? I have I have a crooked smile, and I'm pretty tan because I work outside all the time. This is one of those temples where we work the land, and we were pretty self-sustaining. So you get tanned and maybe a little bit wrinkly as well, because that's what happens when you have sun exposure without sun protection. I have that crooked smile. I'm often just like, if there's a joke, I am ready to be in on it, and I'm generally pretty easygoing, and it's pretty, and one can tell that I am handsome, but I don't know it. And this wasn't a description I picked at first, but I looked at a picture and I was like, yeah, pretty good looking guy.
Oh yeah,
yes,
that picture has a good looking guy.
Yep, yes. And what I wear are temple clothes, so they look pretty. They're basically like linen-esque, kind of like. So they're beigey colored, and they're loose. I look just like a normal monk basically, except that there are bells sewn to different parts of it, and they're usually kind of hidden. So it's like the hems of my shirt. There are bells sewn to the bottom of it, and I am wearing, so instead of like the usual beads, that the Buddhist beads that people wear, they are my Buddhist beads, but they're also bells, and I have them on both hands, and I'm also wearing them on both ankles. So when I walk, people always hear me. And this ties very much into our temple's tradition, like our fighting style, which is called the 10-pointed cage. And my style element is fire. So this is a very fast fighting style. The way it works is that there's a pattern that I would walk basically, and I'm supposed to be very fast. So I would be at one spot, appearing at the next spot, and it's basically there's 10 points that I would be stepping into each time, with maybe a different pose for coolness effect. But the effect of it is that actually, because I'm wearing all these bells, and I'm going so fast that it feels like the bell is chiming from everywhere to whoever is within this formation. Wow. And then they feel like they are enclosed in this cage. And the effect of it is that the bells actually, that is how I really attack. I can strike with my hand, but I don't prefer to. And it's the bells that they will hit different pitches, and then they will damage the opponent that way. Throw them off balance, make them throw up. Oral attacks.
That is awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I like the idea that you get really scary when suddenly it goes quiet.
Oh yeah.
Like you instantly still the bells, and then we know you're serious.
Yeah. Or it's that when I'm normally walking. Oh, and I think like people from my temple probably have a reputation. Like we're pretty easygoing, but also depending on the situation, like in the areas around the temple, people, when they hear the bell, they're like, oh, they're coming with their like specialty bamboo shoots that they like to plant. But then in certain parts of the Wulin world, then when you hear the bell, that's when you know that we here.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, my character, his name is Perfected Fist. He is an unorthodox prodigy, and he looks unassuming. He's petite. He has an unflinching gaze and unkept hair, but also hopeful eyes. And he dresses very modestly, very like kind of like a modest, peasant sort of feel to the outfit, but bare arms to show off his arms, even though he is extremely scrawny and doesn't really have any defined muscle in his arms. And that's because he has a special power. One of the moves that I chose for him is Kid with the Golden Arm. And this means when he tries to break something which can be broken, I can break it. And I can create cracks, trace characters, shatter things into powder, things like that. So I imagine he uses his fist for that. And his fighting style is called Smoldering Crater. It is, of course, fire-based. And I'm picturing when his power fully manifests itself, whether he is punching a foe or the ground or whatever, there is like a moment of kind of calm, and then it just explodes into this like ball of fire, basically, that creates a smoldering crater on the ground, knocking back the foe that he's fighting, which definitely is surprising coming from this scrawny little kid who has basically grown up as the scrawny kid his entire life, and now he's an adult, still scrawny, still small, but carries a big fist. And so I put his stats in mainly earth and fire, and his worst stat is water because he lacks wisdom and awareness.
Nice.
Oh, and one of his other moves I chose was his name is Nobody.
Huh.
Yeah.
When he deliberately heads off into a dangerous situation, I can roll and then mark XP. Because he feels like he's able to handle anything.
And that lets you create traps, too. Like traps for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You are in a trap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trap for myself.
You're the character that gets the note that says, you need to come here to meet with me in private. Yeah. Okay.
That's true.
Whenever I look at the Powered by the Apocalypse move, I'm never most interested in what happens when I succeed. I'm always most interested in what happens when I fail. Because failure is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should say my moves. Oh, sorry, Ryan, were you still?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about it because I got too engrossed with talking about my bells.
They're cool bells.
Thank you. So again, my background is Wandering Monk, and what is associated with this background is that when I'm wearing my temple robes, locals treat me with respect, and even bandits may think twice before attacking. I may ask for and be given hospitality while traveling. And the most important thing is I need to decide a vow which could cause me problems during my journeys. And last time I ran this game and someone chose this background, they said, can I choose multiple vows? And so I feel very inspired by that. I definitely said yes, and I'm going to choose multiple vows as well. For sure, one of them is I cannot kill, and another is I cannot drink, and then the third one is I cannot eat meat. Or any food, any animal byproducts. Actually, in the historical times, I think it was meat specifically. Yeah, because that involved killing. Yeah. Okay, so those are my 3.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yes, and so those are my vows. pretty standard monk vows. And then the other move that I chose, another move, is the Proud Youth, which is when I seek the guidance of an elder, I tell them a problem I'm facing and ask them a question about it. They can tell me what to do and so on and so forth. And I can choose to either take their advice or go my own way, and both will have actually mechanical advantages. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And then the other move I chose is Sacrifice, which is when I mark the wounded condition, all of my allies gain +1 forward.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
Cool. So those are our characters.
Yeah. What's next now?
So the next thing we would do is we would go through and do entanglements.
Yes.
And the way we usually do this at the table is we go, okay, Lowell, you're going to start. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do your romantic or your general? And then I would pick one and kind of make a suggestion about it, and we get approval on it. One thing being that, especially for a short-term game, we say has to be a PC in each one of your entanglements. And then we would go around and do everybody's first one and then everybody's second one. So if you want to follow that route, is that okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. So because I've said this, I'll go first. So I was thinking that, and Adira, you can tell me how we want to work this out. I was thinking I was going to take one that blank, and I was going to say Black Petal advised me not to pursue this NPC, but then secretly wooed them.
Ooh, I'm into that.
What do you like that? So I'm going to put that Black Petal. I'm not going to type while I do this. I'll say that male or female. I'm good either way.
Female
for the NPC.
Yeah.
So do you have a name you want for that, or should I just pick one here? Let's see. How about 8 Petals Dancer?
Sure.
Okay, because that gives us another petal reference then. So that's going to be my romantic one.
Yeah, they could be part of some sort of flower-based faction.
I like that.
Black Petal and 8 Petals Dancer.
Ooh.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what flower? Oh.
So that's mine.
So, I don't know what this flower is called in English. This happens all the time. But there's one flower that is supposed to be... peony? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Rocks
peony?
Peony. Rocks peony would... Okay. There's different types, but that peonies... historically, in a lot of Chinese literature, was referred to as the queen of flowers. So that is a suggestion I have.
Yeah, I like it.
Empress of flowers.
Then how about the Peony Society?
Oh, nice.
Ooh. It's pretty sweet. Black Petal advise you not to pursue 8 Petals Dancer. Oh. I'm glad I'm not running this game, or else I would definitely keep getting that confused all the time.
Oh, yeah.
All
right, so that's my romantic.
I have one, which is my teacher so-and-so disapproves of me, and my friend so-and-so agrees with them, which is pretty savage, friend. And I think my teacher should definitely be someone from my faction, which I don't think applies to anyone here. My teacher is definitely a monk. Or actually, I think my teacher is a nun.
Ooh.
So, and she don't approve of me. So that's the life. And one of y'all is my friend. Let's see. I wonder why my teacher disapproves of me. Oh, I think my friend should be you, Perfected Fist.
Oh, nice.
I think it maybe either has to do with the fact that I'm too chill or like too pacifistic or something like that to kind of go along with your character concept. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I think that could work very well. Yeah. Like you're so relaxed when it comes to certain things, and I'm just like, we gotta do this. We gotta go. We gotta act now.
It's fair.
And you're just like,
I like it.
We'll get there. Don't worry about it. I want to punch something.
Yeah. Or it could be in situations where if someone were to insult either of us, like I wouldn't necessarily, like if you're like, oh, bro, you got my back, and I'll be like, but let's talk, and they'd be like, bro, why don't you have my back, kind of thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe something like that. So So their opinion is that I am too lazy, and your interpretation of that word is maybe a little different, I think, from what my teacher means. But you're both saying the same thing, which is that you think I'm lazy. So that's mine.
Awesome.
Oh, right. I'll come up with a name for my teacher. So if I'm Xianghui, they should be... Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll come up with something.
All right.
I'll tell everyone.
So, in looking at the entanglement list, I looked at the suggested ones for the aware, and one of the romantic entanglements was a prophecy has kept Blink and I apart. Blink is determined to make sure of that, and that just seems great.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think it could be interesting if it is the religious order that Agatha's character belongs to is who is making sure that my character is determined is not with whoever it is that they are prophesized to be with.
Oh. Well, my faction will be Skygate Mountain Temple. Cool. Because we ain't chill about our names, despite the fact that our main produce is bamboo shoots.
And you, if for the entanglement, you should like choose a representative, name of a representative from the faction too.
So what was the name of your teacher?
Great question. I'm still working on it. All right,
cool. All right, I'll just put down teacher. But who do we think Black Petal is prophesized to be with? Well, I mean, we could play into some of the like powerful destiny aspects of Perfected Fist if you want.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
Because that kind of, I was trying to figure out something for my romantic entanglement too, and I think that would work out well.
Oh, and she's two-timing 8-petal stancer. That even just makes me even more angry.
Well, look, you can sleep with all sorts of people and be prophesized to be with someone else.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, we're in that kind of a story. Oh man, that means he's the main character.
Sorry.
So I think then it's very fitting I choose this. Blank has become jealous of the attention Blank pays to me instead of them. I think 8-Petal's dancer has become jealous of the attention Black Petal has been paying attention to me instead.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice.
I believe that's called a love triangle.
I believe so.
Amazing.
Also, I've discovered what I was referring to in terms of like what monks are called. This is in English, it's called Dharma names for monks, which I was not aware of.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they're given something. But I think you need to like hit a certain level or something, and it's not everyone gets to just be named that. But in these stories, like the kids are given these Dharma names. So,
yeah.
If you understand Buddhism, please tweet at me.
Oh, it's back around to me, isn't it? So for my other entanglement, I took Jade Serpent. My rival knows about the bad actions I did to the family or household of my friend. And I would like to say Perfected Fist for that.
Okay.
Like, in my time for the Imperial household, I took actions against your would you think it's your family or your school, or what do you think?
Probably my family.
Yeah, okay. So probably caused one of your close relatives, maybe even a parent, to die or be imprisoned. Which do you think, Mom, Dad?
Let's go with Dad.
Okay, so I was instrumental, though I'll never tell you this, in the death of your father.
Snap. Okay.
There we go. That's my general entanglement then.
Oh shoot, it's back to me. By the way, I picked a name for my teacher. Her Dharma name is De Qing. So it's DE space QING. So Q is always pronounced like CH.
De Qing.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, there are so many. Well, I mean, a part of this is that I am a monk, so I love Well, I don't want another thing with my teacher because I see one which is I love so-and-so, but so-and-so, a leader of my faction, has forbidden it. But that's soft. I already have one about my teacher. I like this one. I love so-and-so, but they are wed to... Oh, wait. That means one of y'all have to be wed. Does anyone want to be wed?
You could do that for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that works. So I can be in love with your character, and then you can be wed to my sibling?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Great.
So, my general entanglement is my friend blank suspects blank of evil, but I remain steadfastly loyal. And I think my friend should suspect the Peony Society of evil.
Okay.
And a particular person from that?
Yeah, what should the... let's do...
Should I... Oh, we don't have a tie yet, but it's up to you.
Yellow Blossom. Yellow Blossom will be the current head of the Peony Society. And let's go... So I don't think I have any... I have a connection to Agatha's character's teacher, but not a direct connection to him.
Yeah, I can suspect.
Want to be friends?
Yeah, let's be... I am a friend to everyone, I think. By the way, Lowell, did you want to come up with my sibling's name or gender?
Oh gosh. Let's...
I mean, they're clearly not a monk or a nun.
Right. So how about... We'll get the names. Factions and nameless, which I always have to look there. How about Crystal Willow?
That's a good name.
Cool.
And let's do she, her, just because of my love for Eight Petals Dancer.
Okay.
All right. And looks like I'm last here. I have hidden my true identity from 7th Century Zoo because of my past with Jade Serpent.
Yes.
Nice.
I want to say that that you think it was my father that you had killed. And it was the father who, quote unquote, raised me. The father that everybody knows is my father. But I know that he is not my actual father.
Oh.
Wait. So everyone thinks that Jade Serpent was your father?
Everybody thinks that the person that died because of 7th Century Zoo's actions was my father. But my real father is, I don't know yet.
Jade Serpent, 7th Century Zoo, any of them.
I love the idea that you're entangled with Jade Serpent, who might know about your true father, and you're not telling me because you know Jade Serpent I loathe. Yes. Hate him.
Why do you hate him? Is it because he poisoned you?
I think he poisoned me. He's also better looking than I am. Oh, 100%. So I hate that as well. So I'll never say that.
You need to get a picture.
I wonder what my past is with Jade Serpent. I wonder if is Jade Serpent Jade Serpent sounds like a leader type.
I imagine he presents to everyone as being just the best. People love him.
I love him.
But he's a jerk.
He is a jerk.
He's so nice. Mm-hmm.
He's a secret jerk.
I don't know that.
Awesome.
Very cool. I like that.
So that's all of our entanglements.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything
next
else?
Is bonds?
You would go through and look at each of your entanglements and pick one character from each of your entanglements and write a bond worth 1 point for each of them. I usually choose the PCs, but it's entirely up to you.
I think we picked the same bonds over here, but totally different reasons.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's great.
Romantic rival and real rival.
Delicious.
Wait, so Black Petal, are you in love with Perfected Fist?
No.
But we are destined. Prophecy keeps us apart.
Yeah.
But it
is prophesized that we should be together.
Yeah.
But
No, it's the prophecy has kept you apart.
Yeah.
So, but you also don't care about being together?
I mean, I think Black Petal finds Perfected Fist, like, charming and, like, interesting, but it hasn't really sort of developed into love. I think that Black Petal doesn't necessarily love Eight Petals Dancer either.
So the romantic rival is only from 7th century Zhu's perspective.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Interesting.
Black Petal is really protective with her emotions. She doesn't, like, fling them out a whole bunch. A lot more, like, stoic and...
Now, the one thing I will say is if I, as a GM, I would say to you, one of the things is that those entanglements are about, things that cause you inner conflict. So what is the situation with that entanglement that you would like actually have like inner emotional turmoil on that?
I think the emotional turmoil on that would come from Black Petal, like looking at Perfected Fist and being like, wait a second, do I actually feel something more here? Like, why am I laughing at all of these jokes? Why am I, like, why do I want to stand nearby them? Like what's going on with all of these different things?
That's great. I like that.
Yeah.
That is good.
Awesome. And I think that's it.
Prophetic romantic no-no.
Okay, let me get this straight. So 7th century Zhu, you...
Yes.
So Black Petal advised you not to pursue Eight Petals Dancer. For what reason?
Because Black Petal wanted to have all the kisses with Eight Petals Dancer, and now of course Eight Petals Dancer won't have anything to do with me because she's all swooning over Black Petal, even though Black Petal won't give her the time of day. That's not fair.
And Eight Petals Dancer is also jealous because Black Petal also pays attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna get stabbed.
Okay, but let me confirm that you are married to my sister.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
And somehow I am in love with you.
Yes.
Interesting.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Characters don't have to have taste.
Let me go back to your... it must be your tightly bound hair that is so attractive.
See, now, if I had a Pinterest picture, you'd be like gasp.
Yeah, well, come on, Lowell.
Get on it.
So I'm gonna say Jade Serpent keeps the secret of my true ancestry.
So, Agatha, our characters are friends. How do we think they met? Like, are they traveling compatriots? Are they what?
Do you travel a lot?
I would say Black Petal travels a fair amount, but very slowly. Like, will definitely linger a lot in different places.
Then I think you were definitely around the Skygate Mountain Temple. Because I don't think I have left there for a very long time. I guess I'm wondering. Yeah, because I want to fit in with my archetype of being a little on happy-go-lucky / naive, and I think you're very cool.
Nice.
I find you very worldly and very fascinating, and you have this way of sometimes being a little dismissive that I find a little intimidating, but I also am like, whoa, I need to be their friend. That kind of deal.
Yeah. Also, Black Petal does have this relationship with De Ching, so, like, there has to be some reason that, like, she is, like, how is she, like, keeping Black Petal from being with Perfected Fist? And I think it's that, like, your character's teacher has, like, a friendship with Black Petal as well.
Yeah. And I wonder if a part of why you do hang out with me, aside from the fact that I am very handsome and very...
That's always a plus.
Very easy to hang out with because I will laugh at all the jokes, is that maybe Dutching has also asked you to look after me. But in a way, this is kind of her way of, aside from being like, stay away from Perfected Fist, but also pay attention to someone else instead. Or be preoccupied with babysitting.
There's my picture.
Let's see. Oh! Oh, yes.
Oh, nice.
Where are the pictures?
Scroll
At
down.
the very bottom.
Oh, there.
Oh, that is good. All right.
Ooh.
I buy it. You're a lot younger. You're a lot younger than I thought you would be.
I look young for my age.
Okay. Your eyebrows are so good. Okay.
It's from a show you do not care for.
It is.
Ice Fantasy, which can be found on Netflix, and is crazy CJ.
Wait, is this from Ice Fantasy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think I think this is
Isn't it?
no, it's not, because I see the writing right now. It's I can only say it in Mandarin. I don't know what it's called in English.
Okay.
It's Xin Xiao Xi Dang. This is like
I thought it was from Ice Fantasy.
this is written by Gulong, who has written
Oh, okay. So he certainly didn't write Ice Fantasy.
no, I mean, no, I don't think so.
I have no idea how to even find a picture for my game.
Oh, okay. So if you want to end this
Agatha
episode,
Cheng.
I will link you. So
Are we then fully done with all of our characters stuff?
Yeah, we would go.
Nice.
Oh, very
Yes.
cool. Awesome.
Yes.
I like this a lot. Yeah, we've got a pretty cool team here. Are there anything anything else that we can do to link our characters together? I know I've got this prophecy that keeps me and Blackpetal apart, which I think also kind of means it almost feels like a challenge to my character. Like, you're telling me I can't do this? I can do anything. I think I'm going to try to pursue this because, forget prophecy.
And how did we? So were you also around my temple then, and that's
Probably.
why you even heard about this prophecy, or you were brought here at some point by someone when you first showed your immense skill, or after
After their father died.
yeah, your father, quote unquote.
Yeah, probably after
if he
my
raised you, he still counts as your father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works. Not my
Yeah, then you were-
biological father, but yeah.
Yeah. What is fatherhood?
So that's why that's why we're friends, because when you were here, I imagine maybe your attitude is a little confrontational. So maybe you didn't have a lot of friends because everyone's like, oh, who's this kid that's just coming and being rude all the time?
Yeah.
But I thought you were cool. There was a theme going on. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Perfected Fist. He gave himself that name.
You're not supposed to do
It's so
that.
cool.
Yeah. And I hang out with you, even though I'm definitely a goody two shoes.
That's
so I'd be
awesome.
like, let's do this. And then I'll be like, oh, but it's against the rules.
But we can do anything with me here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I like that.
Nice.
Anything else?
Okay, I will tell you, once you've got those two entanglements, that once you map that out, actually, at the table, it is more than enough.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and close this episode out then. Okay, cool. Well, thank you both so much for joining us for our Hearts of Wulin character creation episodes. Agatha, do you want to remind people where they can find you?
Yes. You can find me through all of the social media associated with Hearts of Wulin, associated with Asians Represent. So it is at AZNS Represent on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Mm-hmm. And you can also email me, which is actually the best way to contact me, at AZNSrepresent at one shot
Podcast.com?
Thank you. OneShotPodcast.com.
Yeah.
Is that it? That sounds right. At OneShotPodcast.com.
Yes.
And how about yourself, Lowell?
So I'm on Twitter at EDIGE23. And you can also get a hold of me via the Gauntlet on the Gauntlet forums, or check out the podcast of the Gauntlet podcast, which I do. You can contact me through those things.
Very cool. And well, thank you everyone for listening, and please join us on the next episode for our discussion portion. Character Creation Cast is a production of the One Shot Podcast Network and can be found online at www.charactercreationcast.com. Head to the website to get more information on our hosts and guests, or even some of our character sheets. Character Creation Cast can be found on Twitter at CreationCast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Bolter, and I can be found on Twitter at Lord Neptune. Our other host, Amelia Antrim, can be found on Twitter at Ginger Reckoning. Music for this episode is used with a Creative Commons license or with permission from the podcast they originated from. Further information can be found within the show notes. Our main theme music is Hero Remix by Steve Combs and is used with a Creative Commons license. This podcast is owned by us under Creative Commons. This episode was edited by Ryan Bolter. Further information for the game systems used and today's guests can also be found in the show notes. If you like the systems discussed and wish to purchase them, links to the products can be found in the show notes. Also, check the notes or the website for cool stuff to go with each character, such as dice or mixtapes. Thanks for joining us, and remember, we find that the best part of any role-playing game is character creation. So go out there and create some amazing people. We will see you next time.
We gotta read some show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Show blurbs.
Character Creation Cast is hosted by the One Shot Podcast Network. If you enjoyed our show, visit oneshotpodcast.com, where you will find other great shows like Modifier.
Modifier is an interview show hosted by Megan Dornbrock, all about why and how people change games. From the hobbyist to the professional, from house rules to publication, we all have in mind a better way to play. What's yours?